Closed captioning is brought to you by Bancorp South, right where you are.
Welcome back. We've all had strange things happen, but would you call it a coincidence, chance, or a miracle? Do miracles exist? WCBI's Christian Kirk takes a look in this week's Good Question.
The world is full of curious things, mystery, coincidence, and yes, maybe even miracles. Do miracles exist? Well, that's a good question, so we went in search of an answer.
Yeah, I believe miracles can happen. First, you got to believe in God, and then miracles will happen.
I think special things can happen, but not sure on what level. Good things can happen to good people, and good things can happen to bad people.
Yes, ma'am, I believe in it.
Yeah, I believe they do. One time that I was on my way to the hospital, and I thought I wasn't going to make it, but something told me that everything going to be all right. And by the time I got there and run the tests and everything was all right.
Not everyone will be a believer, but one local woman says she's had many miracles happen in her life. Linda K. Parker says God warned her about April's deadly tornadoes and the flooding that followed, but she shared with us her most miraculous story of all, when her teenage daughter died.
It was a hot summer day, and all at once she got sick, and I didn't know what to do, so I took her to the children's clinic in West Point, and when I got there, she was extremely out of it. She was out of control, and I took her to the back, and the nurse came in to try to calm her down, and she died in the nurse's arm. And the nurse looked at me and said she's dead. And God said, stand up and call her name with authority. I stood up, and when I stood up and called her name, it seemed like the room shook. And she woke up and just started talking like nothing ever happened. And she yawned. And about that time, the nurse walked in that pronounced her dead, and we almost fainted.
Linda says she's been hesitant to share her stories because she knows they're hard to believe, but her journals are full of events, and she keeps them as proof that these things happened. Now, some things will always be mysteries, and some people will always be skeptics, but maybe, just maybe, the next time you experience a strange phenomenon, you may consider that it may be the work of a higher power. In Columbus, Christian Kirk, WCBI.